Hello everyone and welcome to an impromptu episode of Leadnap Gaming. Today we're going to take a quick, unscheduled dive into a talk about Vanduul ships.
Systems activated. Systems on.
Okay, like I said, this isn't a planned video. In fact, our production schedule is currently 4 weeks out. However, the CIG team dropped this Vanduul ship spotlight on us, and it kept me up all night. Well, okay, I woke up early, but I couldn't go back to sleep thinking about this, so let's just jump in. Here's my first issue. I'm not really sure anyone at CIG's ever ridden a bike. This is a bike. This is how you ride a bike. This is how CIG thinks you ride a bike. It's trivial, I know, but there's 2 points here to start off with. First, I get it, but what's the reasoning besides be different? This is how boom operators on a KC-135 sit, or lay I should say, and it makes sense, because they're looking down. The thing is, this sort of position isn't doing you any favors as a method of situating the pilot. The other point to make here is physiological. There's nothing in the anatomy of the Vanduul that screams they should build cockpits like this. They are, after all, bipedal just like humans. Just like all the alien races in Star Citizen, actually. I bring this up because they create fallacy after fallacy as a result of this, like this gem.
Some of you might know that the Vanduul, the way they sit in a cockpit is sort of like we sit on the bikes. This is kinda where this bird of prey look of the ship comes into play, which naturally, if you're looking mostly down and forward, the way you want to approach your prey is from above. So that's why the ship has the most armor on the areas where, on the top of the ship where the pilot doesn't look, and it's slightly armored at the bottom where he's kinda heading and he doesn't have to worry about.
The Vanduul are either incredibly stupid and don't learn from past mistakes, or they're victims of CIG's we don't need no science approach to science. I'll let you decide. The thing is, it just lets them sit in the break room coming up with ideas that make them sound technical, like having good visibility down, like a dropship needs, and don't get me started on that. So they have their armor on top because they like to attack from on high. First off, don't be like this guy.
Let me tell you something, Grimes. You got about 50 pounds of gear as it is. You don't need another 12. I don't know about you, but I'm not planning on getting shot in the back running away.
Second, this makes no sense at all. Someone tells these guys they have it all wrong. The shield goes on your back. Tanks have the heaviest armor on their front, towards the enemy. So if you plan to attack from on high, like your gun's being pointed down, so should the armor. A2 gets it, except there's a problem here, because there's no above in space. Look, Ma, I'm above. No, I'm above. See? Point of perspective. In Ender's Game, they're always above, and the enemy is always below, because you have to teach tactics, and you have to have a reference. But in space, there's no true direction. This means the Vanduul would simply roll their ship, like in Ender's Game, to appear above to execute maneuvers in a coordinated fashion, until you get into a furball. And then, yeah, armor everywhere. I know I said the A2 got it right, but that's because planetary bombardment does have an up and a down. Who knows, though, if the armor's on top, though? Because science. Besides, even if you had a good physiological rationale for sitting a la human centipede, even if somehow attack from on high was brilliant, what's with the tiny windows? The KC-135 guy has one job. Put the stick in the hole. But the hole comes to him, and stays here. Let's look at some examples of dogfights. First, a classic film, Top Gun.
Yeah, we're coming in left. 3 MiGs dead ahead, coming down the left side. I'm going after him. I'm bringing her out to the left. We got 4 on our tail. That makes 6 of them. Lead MiG is closing in the guns range. Firing, break right. Mustang, this is Voodoo 1. We are totally defensive.
This from some DCS action.
What am I locked up on? The dirt?
Maybe.
I just hit somebody.
You got him.
Roger. I think he's still in the fight. Be advised, there's still a 31 out here.
Yeah, I think I just saw him or you. Yep, the 31's on your tail.
Breaking.
Fox 2 on our old MiG. Got him. Splash 1. 31
Still got one
out
on my
there.
6.
Raj, I'm coming around.
Roger, I'm going full defensive.
Yeah, whole lot of head moving. Whole lot of I need maximum visibility, especially because unlike real life, and absolutely like Hollywood, it's all guns kills. If the Vanduul only did BVR combat, I'd buy it. But CIG is all about that close-in dogfighting, and this would be like dogfighting from a submarine periscope. Tiny windows. Which brings us to the final point. This isn't the first time, it won't be the last time, but I want you to hear it from someone other than me. This is CW Lemoyne, Mover, and if you play DCS, you've probably heard of the guy. Real Viper and, yes, and Hornet driver. Also does 737s these days.
Ah, you guys needed advisors.
Rant over, I feel better. Building on this disaster though, I'm starting a new series. I've had too many good discussions with some folks in the last few weeks shooting some of this production schedule that I want to bring those discussions to you too. I'll be launching a new panel series where I bring some folks in and we talk about topics Star Citizen. Stay tuned for that, share this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you all next time.